Yes, we are live for late night Goddess After Dark chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this sacred session. I'm so glad that you are here. Just wanted to pop on for a 15-minute convo with you. I am Abiola Abrams. If we're just meeting for the first time, I'm the founder of womanifesting.com and Mawu's Goddess Mystery School, the Ancestor cohort. Ashe, the Ancestor Circle, a 10-week transformational program of ancestor work, manifesting work, goddess work, and work to make you to step fully into your power. I'm actually coming out of a few days of not feeling so great. I'm just letting you know that if I start coughing in your face and whatnot, that it's all love. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. I'm so glad to see you. This program starts on the 23rd. And I wanted to make sure that for everyone that it feels in alignment for, that you are able to get in and join this program. Hello, Goddess Laquita. Hello, Goddess Alethea. Hello, do me a favor, goddesses. Please hit the share button if you can. Hit the share button. Let folks know that we are doing this. I'm so excited. I have 2 new toys I want to share with you. Speaking about ancestors and ancestral power, those of you who know me know that I use different sorts of musical instruments for sound clearing and sound healing. And I have 2 instruments that, it is Emancipation Month in Guyana, where I am, and next month is Indigenous Peoples Month. And so I have 2 new healing tools, healing sound babies. This one, you hear her. I'm so excited. Looking forward to working with these. And this one. Yes, I say. Ooh, that just feels so good to my soul. So I'm looking forward to working with these in the African Goddess Circle with you. So let me just show you again. Yes. And this, I was going to call this beautiful baby, but it feels more like a beautiful mother, and not mother, beautiful mother energy. Yes. Ashe. Hello, everyone. Hello, Goddess Shanika. So I am here to share with you, to answer your questions that you've been sending me about Ashe, the Ancestor cohort. So first of all, the info page is up at the website is goddess.school. If you go to www.goddess.school, you'll go directly there, or just go to my site, womanifesting.com, and follow the links. But the easiest way is goddess.school. Goddess.school. So just type in goddess.school. Oh, that just really that was exactly what I needed. Warmed my soul. So if we're just meeting for the first time, I'm the author of African Goddess Initiation, Sacred Rituals for Self-Love, Prosperity, and Joy. And we are going to be in Ancestor School, basically, working through the Temple of Ancestors, your soil energy channel, which is the beginning of this book in Mawu's Goddess Mystery School. So I'm going to read you the blessing of the ancestors. I hadn't planned on it, but they planned on it. So there we go. Ashe. Look for us amongst the oryx gazelles in the Kalahari Desert. Hear our guiding whispers in the Tengzung Shrine. Smell our fragrance in the dewdrops near the Zambezi. Taste our laughter in the guavas in the land of many waters. That's where I am right now. And sense our embrace beside the Sudanese pyramids. We see you laughing. We hear you crying. We feel you breathing. We love you being. We walk with you and we are well pleased. We walk with you and we are well pleased. We walk with you and we are well pleased. So, one of the questions that I kept getting from people that are new to this work is why ancestor work and what are the benefits of ancestor work? Ooh, I wasn't planning on us going to temple tonight, but I'm like, I'm feeling it. Ashe, goddesses. So the benefits of ancestor work are huge, many, varied. I want us to get out of our linear Western way of thinking, which is what's in it for me. Okay, so everything about the ancestor work is what's in it for them, what's in it for veneration and honoring of your bloodline, what's in it for you to develop good character, what's in it for you to step into your power. And then the side effects are all of the other benefits. So, ancestor work, if you are not familiar, is a practice which is throughout the African diaspora, throughout the world, throughout indigenous peoples, throughout the world, which is us honoring us, who we are and who we were, who we came before to be, who we will be. And your ancestors, the people who lived before you, who begat you, who begat you, who begat you, are not only the ancestors. Hello, goddesses. Hello, Goddess Megan. Hello, Goddess Natalie. Not only the people that you are aware of, the people that you know, but we all have ancestors, thousands of ancestors that we don't know, that we're unfamiliar with, people who we will never know their names. And they are here with us. They are an intermediary between the divine and us. They are the divine. So, ancestor veneration through altar work, through ritual work, through every kind of spiritual work that you can imagine, through just you little things like you remembering their birthday, you sharing, who they are. It runs through our culture. And it has been trained out of many of us with colonization. And so, although colonization will tell you that some of these practices are scary or wrong or bad, then they do the same when it comes to, Columbus Day or whatever it is. That's all ancestor work. That's the shell of it, but that's ancestor work. So, that is, at its most basic, what ancestor work is. It is the veneration, the honoring of who came before. And in turn, what it means is honoring all that you all that you are, and all of the things that we feel we are lacking in our world, all of the things that, we feel like we have a dearth of. A big part of it is that we don't honor our truth, our souls, our ancestors. There's a big gap in our own power and empowerment because we don't honor our ancestors. And so, like, excuse me, like many of you, maybe, I've had, ups and downs where, times where I've been more intense with this work, times where I've been less intense with this work. And I have to share with you, here's, if you're wondering, okay, well, what is it? What are, what's in it for me with ancestor work? The most clear things are deepened intuition, deepened and more clear guidance. For those of you who have a divination practice, which could be reading cards like these, for example, if divination again is also something that is in every single African diasporic indigenous culture, it's you knowing how to use divination for guidance to connect with your ancestors is a benefit for those who are looking for benefits of ancestor work. Stronger conjuration and manifestations is a benefit of ancestor work, and greater abundance. Greater abundance. Like nobody's ancestors, nobody's healed ancestors are sitting on the other side wanting you to be broke. They want you to prosper. If you are here in this conversation, you are not here by accident. Like, see this as, okay, how do I hear my ancestors' guidance? You hear it in the whispers. You hear it in Ms. Noel and Goddess Natalie and Goddess Megan and Goddess Nell and Goddess Latanya and Goddess Katrina and Goddess Adaku, Goddess Veronica, hearing somehow, okay, oh, let me see what this chick Abiola's up to. You know, what's she talking about? What's she talking about tonight? Let me see what she's talking about. And the only reason that I'm able to even come on and have this conversation with you is that, you know, because like I told some of you last week, my sister was leaving Guyana, going back to New York. And as you know, some of you know, I have a baby who is 8 months old in a couple of days and requires full-time care. So I am unable to do live videos. I don't have childcare here in this country. And so, you know, being my sister is here, so that gives us the gift to have this conversation. Hello, Goddess Keisha. She said, it's me, Abiola. Hello, family. Yes, I'm so happy that you're here too. And Goddess Nanika. You know, so your ancestors are always guiding you. They're always nudging you. And my ancestors have nudged me into many a majestic thing greater than what I can imagine. Your ancestors, just type that in the comments. My ancestors want greater for me than I can imagine. Like that, think about that. That right now, if there was, you know, a lot of us can think of crowds of people sitting around plotting on our demise and hating on us and thinking, you know, like, okay, that be over there. But there's a crowd, a heavenly host, if you will, you know, a crowd of folks that are chilling somewhere, hoping and praying for your elevation, for your rise, for everything, for you to step into your power, for you to heal that stuff that they went through, for you to take everything to the next level, for your abundance. Yes, for your earthly abundance, for you to live well, to love well, to laugh, to have a great life, to fulfill your dreams, to live richly and travel the world. They want that for you. They are wanting that for you. Yes, they are wanting that for you. Like, how exciting is that? Our ancestors are wanting greater for us than we can fathom, than we can imagine. And so one of the things that we are going to be learning in Goddess School, the Ancestor cohort, is ancestor veneration, but also how to read their guidance, how to read their whispers and nudges, and what to do with that information. Because the whole reason that I am a best-selling Hay House author is because my ancestors nudged me during the quarantine into a book deal. They were like, it's time. And every single way that they pushed me, gently in some cases, shoved me harshly in other cases, was for that, for that purpose. For that purpose. And without ancestor work, I wouldn't have any of it. I wouldn't have any of it. Any of it. I'm working on my next deck and my next book right now as we speak, and it's all due to them. It's all due to them. It wasn't the book I was planning on writing that year. They told me to launch a book writing course, so to make a way for others to write their books. And often that's how my ancestors operate through me. Like whenever they tell me, okay, you know, come on, we're making a way for others to do something, it opens up as a side effect and opens up other passages for me. So for example, with them telling me, okay, now we're doing ancestry work in mystery school. You're not doing what I thought I was doing. What I had announced in June, sorry y'all, or May, what I had announced was, okay, we're going to just redo the same mystery school again that we had done. So I told everybody who was in mystery school, don't worry about it. Next mystery school is going to be the same thing. We're going to do the same thing all over again. And my ancestors said, no, little girl. That's not what we're doing. You are doing the ancestor cohort, and you are going to shepherd people into doing this work. You're going to shepherd people into doing this work, the next level of ancestry work. I thought, again, I was doing something totally different. I was like, okay, I can do the priestess track program now for my Woo's Mystery School. They said, not yet. Not without the ancestor work. Nope, these folks are not ready for a priestess track right now. Nope, that's not what you're doing. I said, okay, here we go. I know now to not question. I know now to say, okay, Ashe, here we go. And so you learning your Ashe, your life purpose, is also a side effect, a beautiful side effect of you doing ancestor work. So in 2020, they told me, my ancestors told me very clearly that I was doing this oracle deck and that I was writing this book, even though I wrote 2 other books before this. Resistant, contrary child that I am, I was like, well, no, this is what is best for my career. And they said, no, we're your bloodline. We're telling you what is best for you. And they told me which friend of mine to contact and tell her specifically about my idea that I had, that they gave me, about a book of African rituals. And the friend that they told me to contact, it made no sense whatsoever, number one. Number two, it was embarrassing. I am not the kind of person that pitches my friends. And as y'all know, my beautiful sisters here in this circle, nobody works harder than a woman who doesn't want to be asking anybody for nothing. Let me know. Type in the comments. I ask nobody for nothing. You don't have to do my New York grammar with it. But if you are I don't ask anybody for anything person, which is not a good way to be. My sister called me on that the other day. My sister, as I was telling y'all at the beginning of this call, she is here, for an extra week, taking care of me and the baby. And she said, you have to ask for help if you need it. And I was like, don't sit here trying to tell my teachers back to me. And then she said, you have to do it so that she will do it. And she said, I knew that would get you, which is, of course, true. Absolutely. If we don't heal it, we pass it on. And I want my daughter to be able to ask for anything she needs. And so, absolutely. But those of us who don't ask anybody for anything, we are the hardest working people. And so my ancestor said, go to this particular friend who had this particular connection already and tell her your idea. And she was not a person of African descent, so it felt weird. Why would I be telling her about my African rituals book? She's not going to get it. She's not going to know what I'm talking about, number one. Number two, although she's my dear friend, and I love her so much, she's my sister, I just felt like she's going to feel like I'm trying to, I don't know, like we don't pitch our friends. You don't pitch your friends. It's, excuse me, it's tacky. It's tacky. Like, I don't have any other way to say it. And I felt like I was just going to play myself, basically. I mean, my New York people, my East Coasters know what I'm talking about, but we hold ourselves back from much of our greatness and our power and our joy and things that we have coming to us from fear of playing ourselves. Fear of playing yourself will keep you from love. Fear of playing yourself will keep you from money. Fear of playing yourself will keep you from everything. And so when I went and I told her about this idea that I had, this concept for a book of sacred rituals, she said, oh my goodness. She said that she had been through some challenges with pregnancy, some fertility related issues. And she had said that Mother Iyanla Vincent had given her African ritual work to do that she found quite healing. And she understood exactly what I was talking about. And it was very clear to her, and it was very clear to me why the ancestors had moved her in that direction. And everything just fell into place from there. Everything just fell into place from there. And so what we're going to be doing, yes, of course, right? Of course. Yes, Goddess Tanya says we must get out of our own way. Type that in the comments. We must get out of our own way. We must get out of our own way. I'm laughing because I'm reading Goddess Sharon and Goddess Nell saying, I ask nobody for nothing. Yes, we must get out of our own way. And so the current course, Mawu's Goddess Mystery School, presents the Ancestor cohort. Putting the link here. Yes, we must get out of our own way. The link is also on the screen. I really want you, if you were called here to this conversation, to be a part of this sacred journey. Okay? I want you to answer the call that is in your soul to move out of self doubt, move into greater confidence, knowing that you walk with the strength of 1,000 ancestors behind you and within you. I want you to tune in, tap in, turn on your ashe, your life force energy, your purpose, why you came here. I want you to open yourself up to the rituals that are your birthright. Okay? I want you to open yourself up to the guidance, the divine guidance, the divination powers, the conjuration powers that are your birthright. I want you to heal your bloodline. I want you to step into your power, your truth, and your strength. And the only reason, because you don't need me to do it. You don't need me to do it. For some of y'all might have happened on this, and I'm not your jam, and you're like, I don't like this chick. I don't like purple. I don't like farmhouse panel walls. I don't like Guyana. I don't like whatever. I don't like a hair. It's all good. I'm not for everybody. But for those of you, my people that I'm looking at, eye to eye, Goddess Bernice, Goddess Latanya, Goddess Nell, my folks who, Goddess Sharon, who are magnetized here, that I am feeling your soul and we are in this together. You're not here by accident. Don't make this a woulda, coulda, shoulda. Am I going to? I'll catch you next time. I'll catch you next year. Because we don't know what they're going to tell me to do next year. We don't know what they're going to tell me to do next time. Again, I thought that we were supposed to be doing something else, and we're not. Goddess Laquita said, how long is the program? So how long is the program? The program is 10 weeks. And here's what's exciting. It is a 5-week program, right? It's a 5-week program. The reason we're doing it over 10 weeks is that so that there is a week in between, because I know y'all are busy. I know I'm busy. I know y'all are busy. We got work to do. We got other stuff happening. So there's a week in between, an implementation week, where you can do the rituals in between, and there's room for it to breathe and for us to come and work at a pace that feels more in alignment with the divine feminine. Because when we did the first round, and this is still the founders year of Mawu's Goddess Mystery School, we did the first round. It ended up, I think it was initially supposed to be maybe a 6-week program, and ended up being about 9 weeks, 9 weeks, because I had in my head the linear divine masculine structure that we all grew up in. And Spirit said, no, this needs room to breathe. Yeah, leave room to breathe. We're creating altars, and we're giving birth to all sorts of ideas and concepts, and people are getting pregnant in this course, making money in this course, and writing books in this course, and things that are not in all of the description of the course. It needs room to breathe. So yes, room to breathe. So it is a 10-week course. Five intense weeks, 1 week on, 1 week off. Goddess Sharon says, when does it start? It starts on Tuesday, the 23rd. Everything is recorded. So know that if you miss anything, everything is recorded. Everything is easy to access. I always have surprise guest teachers. One of the packages, there's a less expensive one and a more expensive one. You're not supposed to use that language when you're sharing offers with people, but you're my family. So yes, there is a less expensive one. There's a more expensive investment. And with one of them, I believe. I think it's a paid in full bonus. That's what it is. With either track, with a paid in full bonus, you receive the foundational program. So you receive the older program, the program that we did a few months ago, plus this program. Goddess Lokita says, I like that room to breathe. Thank you, Goddess Sharon. She says, love you. Your hair is fierce. Thank you, sis. Yay, Goddess Tanisha is in the house. Yes, Goddess Tanisha. Goddess Sharon says, I want to. I have to figure out how to cover the cost. That makes all the sense in the world. Makes all the sense in the world. Any other questions? Let me just double check and make sure, because there were questions that you guys sent me. Oh, someone wanted to know what manifesting is. So manifesting is the process of, you're already doing it. So if you're wanting to know, can I manifest? You manifested this conversation, you manifested this call. But purposeful manifestation, there's manifestation and there's conjure. Okay, so manifestation is you bringing about the things that are in your mind's eye, in your heart, in your spirit, bringing those things into fruition here in the world. Conjuring is working together with spirit, working together with your ancestors to bring those things into fruition. And we use the power of ritual. I know that ritual is a terrifying word to many people, and not by accident, because it has been made so. If they didn't know how powerful, they know how powerful you are. A lot of times we think we're trying to convince other people. They know how powerful you are. That's why they took your stuff, your magic from you, and hid the magic of the divine feminine, the magic of indigenous and African people. That's why they took it from you. They know how powerful it is. Okay, so ritual, if you've ever, there's knocking on wood, right? People knock on wood. Just doing a demonstration, so my sister won't think I'm knocking to bring the baby out. Knocking on wood, people used to do that initially in order to awaken the wood spirits. People used to toss coins in a fountain to give an offering and appease the water goddesses. So ritual is a part of our life. If you've ever blown out candles on a birthday cake or put up a Christmas tree, those are all rituals. If you've ever said bless you when someone sneezes, it is a ritual. Those are rituals. The rituals that we're going to be doing are going to be a bit more involved and intense, but rituals are rituals. That's what a ritual is. So Goddess Elisa said, when can we expect your new deck? I hand in the deck. I don't know how much of it I can talk about, but it's I think it's about a year, maybe about, yeah, I handed in. I handed in part of the work a few days ago, and I hand in the book in a couple of months. But I think that it's the distribution of it. I think it's probably about a year away. I think. Don't quote me on that. All right, let's see. Goddess Cassie is asking for a hardcover version. I also, so many of you have been asking for a hardcover version, and I will pass that on. The reason why this was originally supposed to be a hardcover version, when it was supposed to be a short little book, they thought it was going to be about this length, and the ancestor said nope, it's this length. And my publisher said that people would be prohibited by the cost of it being such a thick book and being hardcover, and so they asked if it was okay to make it paperback, but I will let them know. Spiral bound. I agree. I will let them know of your requests and thoughts, because folks asked, and a French version of my deck is coming out. So that's coming out actually in a few months. There's a French version of this deck that's coming out, all due to your demand. Goddess Georgiana says, I was called to your deck, never did an oracle or anything before. I love them. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to my ancestors. When I was working on this deck, oh my gosh, such crazy. I'm going to say crazy because I don't think it's crazy at all, but you know what I mean? Crazy things would happen. And I would show them to my sister and my mother, because I knew that they knew. And like I sketch stuff out first even though I'm not the artist, that you see, this is all the beautiful work of Goddess Destiny Powell. But I sketched stuff out first on index cards, and I would leave something at the dining table, and it would appear somewhere totally else, totally else. So, thank you, goddesses. Thank you. Any other questions? Let me see if there were any other questions. Someone wanted to know what foundation you need for the program, or if you need to be a specific ethnicity or identity. No, you do not need to be a specific ethnicity or identity. You don't need a foundation. You don't need to have read this in advance. You don't need anything but yourself and your ashe, your truth, your who you are. So you just need to just show up and be your beautiful self, and that is it. Let's see. All right, so Spirit is telling me to, because I had promised to do scholarships. I was just trying to figure out how to do it for this course, and Spirit is telling me to gift 3 people here with scholarships to the course. And so, Goddess Tynesha, I just saw you. So, Goddess Tynesha, you are now in this course. If you have paid already, or then let me know, you'll get a refund. You are in this course. Ashe. There was someone else who said that she was figuring out the finances. Let me see. Goddess Sharon, you are now in this course. Ashe. And one more. And Goddess Cassie, who just said, I always knew I was different. Type that in the comments if you knew you were different. Type in, I always knew I was different. If you always knew you were different, I'd say. This work will, let me just say this before I go. This work will change your whole life. It will change your whole life. This year, I asked Spirit for certain things just to see, just like my cousin says, just to see if I can. And for example, I was like, okay, I want to get into my most healthy and fit body without doing anything different. I have a little baby, and I bought a kettlebell that is still in a box, that has been in a box for 8 months, the same age as my daughter. And I was like, okay, please, my divine ancestors, help me. I put a petition to them to help me to get into shape. And it happened. And it didn't just happen, but there was ritual and all kinds of things involved that I can't wait to share with you, so that you could have greater abundance, so that you could tune into your intuition, so that you could have everything, the guidance that you are seeking, and put forward your heartfelt soul work products and projects and magic and whatever that means for you. And I'm so glad that you showed up for this conversation randomly. We know it's not random. On a Tuesday night, Goddess Linda says she signed up for the course and she will get everything that she needs. Amen to that. Ashe, and so it is. Goddess Laylor says, I have your deck. I knew and was called to do it. Do I have to give an offering? I don't know what to give. I've never done this before. Goddess Laylor, if it is financially sustainable for you, I would recommend to get this book. It works directly with the deck, and it will help you to know how to give an offering. And the easiest way to begin is, as you pull each card, turn to the goddess within the book, and it will tell you. Of course, I opened up to giving and receiving. Look, see what it says? Let's talk about giving and receiving. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. So pull a card, open, and the lesson will be there for you. The lesson will appear. It will be there just for you. Okay? Goddess Cassie, She said, I lit my candles and sage, and your live showed up. It is a sign. For everyone who I just gifted the course to, send me an email at business@abiolaabrams.com. Business at abiolaabrams.com. Lord, my spelling and whatnot. All right, business at abiolaabrams.com. And if you can't reach me, or yes, we can, at We're Manifesting You, hit my assistant up.com. We're Manifesting You.com. Goddess Joe. And she'll get you all set up. All right? Okay. All right. Good. Yay. If I am missing any of your messages, let me know. Goddess Cassie said I've read the book 4 times and it gets better each time. I've been using my soul book. Oh, that makes me so happy. I will see you all in the course. I'm looking forward to working with you. Oh my goodness, my heart is so full right this minute. So very full. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ashe, Ashe, my beautiful goddesses. Salvona. That means we see you. Thank you.